The year was 1979. Cadillac introduced a car that would fast become one of the most successful Eldorado models in history. The 1979 to 1985 Eldorado sales were booming, topping 70,000 units in some years, something never seen before in its lineage. What made the 79 to 85 Eldorado so special? It brought together the elegance of Cadillac with the muscle of performance. And it did so with modernized design elements that still retained the classic Cadillac presence. This was the Cadillac Eldorado that struck the perfect balance between luxury and muscle. One of the first things that stands out about the 1979 Eldorado is how it modernized classic Cadillac design cues. Gone was the over-the-top bulkiness of earlier models. This version was trimmed down, shorter, and lighter, a full 20 inches shorter than the 1978 model, with a significant weight reduction, yet, it still carried that commanding executive presence when you pulled into someone's driveway or parked in a lot. This Eldorado still had historical Cadillac design elements, the squared wheel arches, the raised prow hood, the egg crate grille, and the vertical tail lamps screamed Cadillac from every angle, but now, it did so with a modern flair. This particular 1979 Eldorado is the Beret trim, a model that harks back to the 1957 and 1958 Eldorado Brougham models. It features the stainless steel cap ahead of the quarter vinyl top, an elegant nod to the classic Cadillac style. The Beret trim was so popular, that by the 1980s, a high percentage of Eldorados were sold with this option. It offered the luxury of the vinyl top, without the full vinyl roof, and was a perfect compromise between tradition and innovation. The 1979 Eldorado also introduced distinctive alloy wheels, a departure from the outdated wire wheel covers. The wire wheels of earlier models had large, unsightly center hubs, which protruded too much and looked a bit awkward. By 1979, the alloy wheels offered a cleaner, more modern look, though the wire wheels would get a redesign soon after to reduce their prominence. This was a luxury performance car with wheels that matched its new image. Interestingly, the 1979 Eldorado began sharing components with the 1976 to 1979 Seville. While the Seville had the Chevrolet Nova chassis, Cadillac shared crucial parts with the Eldorado, such as the front windshield, A-pillars, and even the hood. Cadillac used shared components intelligently to reduce costs while still delivering exceptional quality and performance. One of the most handsome angles of the 1979 Eldorado is its rear three-quarters view. The vertical tail lamp signature gives the car that unmistakable Cadillac look. This styling was a hallmark of Cadillac for decades, and it was wonderfully refined here. The beltline, which begins from the front fender, flows smoothly into the rear quarter glass, giving the car a streamlined look that pinches the rear backlight. This design evokes privacy for rear passengers, giving the car an exclusive, premium feel. Inside, the 1979 Eldorado combined classic Cadillac luxury with a cleaner, more modern layout. While the interior wasn't as fresh as the exterior, the faux burl walnut gave it a tasteful, refined appearance. But the dashboard did have one oddity: the Cadillac plug that was left blank. Was it meant for a clock or a future feature? We'll never know for sure, but it added character to the interior. The instrument panel hood has a subtle symmetry between both the driver's side and the passenger's side, a design feature that would make the car adaptable for right-hand drive markets. As we move to the rear seat, comfort and luxury continue to shine. While not the most spacious, it was perfect for short trips and was far better than previous models. The button tufting throughout the seats added a luxurious touch, something that Cadillac maintained across its high-end models during this era. Even in the 1980s, the rear seat would remain a cozy, exclusive space. Under the hood, the 1979 Eldorado featured a 350 cubic inch V8, the best engine option for the entire generation, producing 170 horsepower with electronic multiport fuel injection. This was a smooth, reliable powertrain that delivered both performance and efficiency. Though the 368 cubic inch V8 and later the HT 4100 V8 would replace it, the 350 was still the best engine of the era. In terms of driving, the Eldorado wasn't just a luxury car, With four-wheel disc brakes, an independent suspension system, and a smooth ride, this was a car that could handle the road effortlessly. It was quiet, refined, and felt more like a modern luxury car, even by today's standards. From 1979 to 1985, Cadillac had one of its most successful runs with the Eldorado. It sold over 70,000 units in its peak years and became a benchmark for American luxury cars of the time. The 1979 to 1981 models, especially, stand as some of the most collectible versions today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1979 to 1985 Cadillac Eldorado, hit like, comment below with your thoughts, and subscribe to Auto Evolution Hub for more classic car content. Because here, machines don't just age, they evolve.